Hi there, Steph from Steph Made It For You. So today's video is a follow-up from my previous, I think, 3 videos. There was one video to tell you about my notebooks, how I came to do notebooks, how I make them, why I make them, and where you can buy them. And there was a second video to tell you about my gratitude notebook. So if you're into, or if you or know someone who is into gratitude journaling, go back to that video. I did another video on notebooks, so if you like a plain notebook with just flat lines, then you might want to go back to that video. And in this video, I will tell you about my handwriting practice notebooks. So obviously, I wrote my own quote. I use a graphic tablet. And it's a Wacom tablet, it's a small Wacom tablet. And I use a software called Krita. It's an open source software. You can use it for free, but you can give a donation. And I use that to write my text. And then I have a software, so my text, that's what I mean by my text, my quote. And then I have another software, which I haven't mentioned before. I'm trying to remember the name of that software. I can't remember the name of that software. Anyway, it's an open source software for vector. So I turn my images into vectors so I can then stretch them onto covers and they don't lose out on, the line remain crisp, you don't have any pixelization and stuff like that. So I did quite a lot of handwriting practice on the computer. Not so much on the paper. I can't quite find the right pen. I know there's a load of handwriting pens, like the one with a brush, so when you push down it squeezes, it looks more like a paintbrush and stuff like that, which is what I do with the computer but without an actual pen. It's just on the computer you have different kind of brushes available and you can change the settings ever so slightly so they fit you or suit you. But on paper I bought some and I'm still not 100%. Sometimes there's just too much ink coming out, sometimes it's not enough. I haven't found the perfect pen. Nevertheless, I got a perfect handwriting practice notebook for it. So it's aimed at hand lettering, but there's no reason that you can't use it for handwriting. So I have one that I use with my daughter for, she's learning, so she's almost 7 and she's learning handwriting as well. She's not learning, she knows how to write, but she's trying to improve her handwriting. So just to give you a bit of background, so that's 120 pages, so you got plenty, and they're double-sided. So there's plenty of space for you to practice. And I show you the line because I did that on purpose. I created the inside myself and I made a straight line and a double line and then a straight line. But sorry, it's struggling to zoom. Yeah. So the top space is a bit smaller than the bottom space. So that's in line with the hand lettering guide that I purchased from a lady on Etsy who was selling it's not a guide, handwriting practice sheet. And the space is like that. So the top space is a bit smaller than the bottom space because that's where you will put, the tail to your T, or your L will go up, rather than the bottom is more where you put your round shapes and things like that. So if you are looking at learning hand lettering, I would definitely say go buy some practice sheet because I tried without it. Using some free materials and it just didn't work out for me. My handwriting on the computer really improved when I started using the hand lettering practice sheet. And I think that notebook is brilliant because you can take it. So I got 2 formats because I like a big book, but it's not everybody does. So that's about an A4 and that's an A5. And they are American size, so they're not exactly an A5 and an A4, but that's roughly the idea. So they both have 120 pages, they both have a glossy cover. And actually, I just realized I have printed. So that's the page I bought, that's a hand lettering practice I bought online. I paid for it with my money. So if you want something like that, you need to go have a look. It's actually called Hello Pink Shop. And I love them. It was a bundle, you had the small letters, the capital letters, I think there's numbers, but I didn't get around to practice that yet. But it was brilliant. My handwriting has really improved, so I would definitely say go down that road. But yeah, just to give you an idea, that's a pen I'm not so happy about, but you get plenty of space to practice. The small format you can take away with you when you're on the go, if you're on a train. If you go away for the weekend and you need a bit of time to yourself. And I think it works brilliantly. The quote, I want to tell you about the quote. Practice makes better. So you know how we say practice makes perfect, and I always want to be perfect, and it's hard work and it's hard to be perfect, and I don't think we are ever perfect. So with my children, instead of telling them practice makes perfect, I've been telling them practice makes better, because I don't want them to feel that feeling that they're never going to do perfectly, because it's not a nice feeling. So I go with practice makes better, and they seem to be happy with it. So I'm putting that one out there, guys. So that's my 2 handlettering practice notebook. I only have 2 for now. I really like the color. I don't know if you like the color, but I love the color. Again, watercolor. You would find a lot of watercolor in my notebooks because I like the watercolor effect. But I also like this color. They are my kind of color. If you could see my living room, you would see this is my kind of color. And yeah, so if you're interested in this handlettering practice book, you can find them on Amazon. Sorry, not my Amazon, Amazon. And you have to type Steph made it for you in a search bar with different words, spaces in between, and you will find all the notebooks I've made. If you only find one, because sometimes there's other books that have similar names in different countries. So if you're in Japan or Australia or Canada, I think they didn't pop up as the first search result. Just find one, you will see, because the cover is quite distinctive. Just find one and click on the author name, and it will give you all the notebooks with my author name, and then you will find the whole list. So there's about, I want to say 12 or 15 of them, I can't remember. It goes beyond one page, so there's quite a few. So that's it for today. I hope you find it interesting. If you have any questions, please do give me a shout. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!